welcome back to my channel. Yeah, to say the weather this weekend hasn't been windy is an understatement. We've had biblical rain and wind here in South Wales, so I thought with this I'd best give my chainsaws a little bit of MOT because they might be needed next week, tomorrow or anything like that. So in this video I'm going to show you all my chainsaws and what I've got as a carpenter and joiner. Let's start with the brand. I've only really ever used STIHL chainsaws. I have used other brands, Husqvarna, I have used other Chinese copies, and let's be honest, they're nowhere near as good as STIHL. I've got the three sizes that I really need doing what I do. I started with an MS171, then I went up to an MS181C, and then I've gone up to, which is basically like a farm boss one, is the MS260. I'm just doing a bit of maintenance on this one because let's just say it's been abused is an understatement. Then I've got a really old school original 010 AV, and this little one is fantastic for doing detailed works, if you're doing a lot of carving and stuff like that. She's a little beauty, nicely weighted saw. It's as old as me, that one. That's 39 years old, that is. She's a beauty. And let's have a look at the other bits. So the M71 is I think, yeah, he's 15 years old now, that saw, and it don't look too bad, does it, for 15 years old. Then we've got the beast that in 2024, this one felled some trees, this one here, my 181. I overworked that one, you can tell by the bar. This one has been abused, and she's starting to show signs of wear and tear. But you think that's the same age as my son, that's 10 years old, that one. I bought that in 2014 when he was born. And the MS181 is fantastic. It's just got a little bit more power for a semi-pro, pro user of a chainsaw. So for me, it will keep up with most arborists. I mean, there'll be plenty of guys watching this video going, oh my god, we use a free whatever and all that lot. That's great. That's because that's your day-to-day job. I use a chainsaw for mainly cutting things to fit in my planer thicknesser or cutting oak. But if you've seen my other recent videos, I've recently purchased a bigger Makita saw for doing the beams. So these will be subject to not being used as much as what they were used, if that makes sense. Because it's not nice using your chainsaw inside. But with the Aspen fuel, which I was going to go on to, with the Aspen fuel, I went over to Aspen probably 6 years ago, I'd say, and this is fantastic because it's ethanol free. It's got good storage on it, which is great and crucial for me because my cosh cupboard is over there. This is empty, obviously. My cosh cupboard's over there, so all my fuel goes in there, but it's got really good shelf life, and I use that for all my machines. So my strimmer, my lawnmower, all my petrol chainsaws are all with Aspen too, and to be honest with you, it fires up every time. It's fantastic. The STIHLs are juicy on fuel, there's no, but for what they're cutting, of course you're going to use more fuel. That's all down to chain maintenance. That's all down to chain oil as well. And I use quite an easy brand of chain oil. I use the Handies. I get this from a place in Clevedon in Somerset. I've been going there for years. I'm not going to say the name because it's down to you to find that out. I'm not getting paid for this video, so I won't mention them. But they're great for sort of any sort of agricultural needs. They've been supplying my chain oil for donkey's years. but I've now got a new supplier in South Wales in Cardiff, and they're now supplying me with aspin and chain oil and chains, and they do these little cute little bottles if you haven't, or you don't want to carry that all the way around. So I'm basically going to rebuild my MS260 now. You're welcome to watch me. I'm rebuilding it because I've cleaned it all. The only tools you'll need is that. That's all you'll need with that. I'm not going to put the bar on with a new chain because I haven't got a new chain, but I am just going to literally put it all back together for you now. So basically this is the air filter. I'm just going to stick that back on. Make sure we get a good fitting with that. So I clean these all right out. I just thought it was good to do a video on chainsaw maintenance with the current weather in the UK at the moment. So I've got to move over to my right hand. My left hand's a bit useless when it comes to screwing things in. Am I in there? I am in there. I am in there. Right, that's better. Right. There she goes. Biting lovely now. I mean, the first thing you should always check once having a strip down is check the spark plug. Check to see how clean she is. Give her a little look. I'll tell you what, I should have done that before I put that on, shouldn't I, guys? What a wally. It proves I'm human. I should have checked that before I put that on. Oh well, 2 seconds. Right, let's get right in there now. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the old sparky pluggy. See what she's looking like inside there. It's quite oily. I'm going to give her a clean off with a bit of wire wool and a brush. 2 seconds. Just going to grab that. Have to excuse, you're going to get a zoom in of my boob. There we go. It's really good to do these checks. Obviously, if it's quite oily, it's burning a lot of oil. But this is more, I'd say that's more fuel. Give this a clean. Yeah. See that? Bit better than what it was. Just going to grab a rag. You'll notice my new workbench behind me here. I'll do another video soon. I'll put a slab on it and you can watch it lift it up. So yeah, that's nice and clean now. Let's pop that back in. Not a lot really to go wrong with a chainsaw, to be fair. It can flood, it cannot spark, and it could be a fuel filter. There's not really things that can go wrong with a chainsaw, to be fair. I mean, in 10 years I've owned that M81, it's just been a workhorse. I mean, it's had hundreds of chains. I do sharpen chains, obviously, but the world we live in now. It's just consumable, isn't it? Let's get that. Right, so that's those on. Let's pop that bad boy back on there. Protects your hands, and then that one. Right, let's go that way first, shall we? Let's see what I'm doing then. What's it? No, it's not coming. Got it. There we go. That's that one. Right. She is. Do you hear that then? It went click. Get that one. She's on. Check the fuel. Yeah, hang the fuel in there. Check that it's oiling. These wear out, these little things, so a word of advice is to keep or buy some spare ones. There we go, she got it in that time. I've had that before. I thought it was on, gone up to what I was doing and looked at my boots and gone, didn't quite clip on. So I'm not going to start it. To see whether we've got combustion. Seconds. Yeah, sounds good. She sounds alright. Let's see if we've got more combustion. She ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. That's for another day. But yeah, basically she's back together now. Better than what she was, that's for sure. It was in a right old state. Let's go over to Trusty Rusty. See what he's like. Oh yeah, he's ready to go. He always fires first time every time. And I've owned that, literally bought that brand spanking new. So I know everything about that saw. These other little saws I've bought second hand. And I've not seen how they've been treated. And I can assure you people do not look after their tools like you do. Does that make sense? Now that's had a horrible life because it didn't come to me looking like that. Let's try this old girl, shall us? Choke on. That's it. So there you are. I'm happy. Those are my 1, 2, 3. Like I said to you in the beginning of this video, this one I've recently got. Needs a bit more TLC. I'll probably have to strip down the carb and give it a good old clean out and go down there, because I just haven't got the combustion that I was hoping for. But considering it did not look like that before I started, it was filled with mud. I mean, you couldn't even make out what that meant. This was, I mean, everything was just absolutely chewed up. You should have seen the chain. The bar it's not done a lot. So I was confident it's just not been looked after. So that'll be in my other videos once I strip that down. But anyway, I know full well that my go-to 3s are going to get me out of the SHIT if something happens. And then I'm going to start going up from the 260 on steel saws, because it would help me out, especially getting stuff onto the CNC machine. If I had a slightly bigger bar, say maybe an 18-inch bar, maybe a 360 steel saw, that's all in the future. I'm in no rush to get those. I generally buy them at the end of winter when people have bought them for winter, and then they sell them on, and then I pick them up and buy them that way. Like I said, this one was my first ever one I bought, and I paid full price for that. That was about $4.50, and I've had that for 10 years now. It's the same age as my son, and that saw has earned his money. And then I've obviously bought these additions. But yeah, basically this little video is just to sort of say about chainsaw maintenance. There's many different ways. I mean, I'm not going to do a video on how to sharpen a chain, because we live in 2025 and you can literally just go and get a chain from any garden machinery shop. There's one in Cardiff, like I said in the beginning of this video, and he was old school to the point where he literally could tell me what chain I wanted for my bar and what thickness, and he literally just made it there and then. So it's up to you. It depends what your budget is. It depends what time you've got. Me, never got any time, so I buy mine off the shelf. But yeah, there's loads of other chainsaw maintenance videos out there. I'm not an arborist by all means. I'm just a carpenter and joiner, and that's enough for me to do what I need to do as a wood butcher. But like I say, in the next couple of years I'm going to invest in some better saws and go from there. So please have a look at my other videos. Don't forget to press the bell on this video. Don't forget to join us and subscribe, and don't forget we have got memberships available where I show you tips and tricks that I will not show everybody else, because I believe I spent 5 years learning those as an apprentice. But yes, thanks for watching. Don't forget my other channels, as in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And remember, my motto is the slower you go, the faster you go. Thanks for watching, you lot. Have a great one.